Hey y'all, this is Toya. You're tuned in to Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya, where we are generational curse breakers that are growing in the uncomfortable. Hey y'all, so I want to talk real quick about self-awareness, self-work, and emotional intelligence. Self-awareness, self-work, and emotional intelligence. And so I'm actually going to do a little small series on it, covering each little thing or whatever. If you watch it on Facebook or on IG, please click the link in the video so it can take you to the YouTube to watch the whole video. Now, the reason I want to talk about that is because as I've been talking about it here frequent in the last few episodes about this water damage in our house and all of this stuff, so we end up having to move out, all of that, right? So what ended up happening, which prompted this episode, I felt like it could help somebody, right? We got a call on Friday saying, hey, you need to come get the clothes and all of that out as well. Not only can y'all not stay there, but you need to come get your clothes and stuff, right? So I got off, went and got a U-Haul, went and got storage, all of that stuff. So we had a U-Haul for a certain time frame. In having a U-Haul for a certain time frame, so now we're rushing, trying to get stuff together so we can get out of the house, all of this stuff or whatever. Okay, now, what ended up happening is as I'm rushing and doing this, I started having a flashback of when I helped my sister move out of her home, which ended up leading to her death in a domestic violence situation. I also helped someone else out as well, right? So we're rushing, trying to move and trying to do all of this stuff or whatever. And so when I was doing all of that, I had started having flashbacks. Again, trauma trauma response, I suppose it would be called, or a trigger, right, to old things. And so we're going to talk about that, and when I break that down, this episode down and stuff like that. But so what ended up happening is I started having flashbacks to when I was helping my sister move. Then I had flashbacks to her funeral. Then I was having flashbacks to just a lot of different things or whatever, right? So I started to feel anxious, and I felt my heart rate increasing, and I started just feeling like all of these things, like all of these emotions and stuff like that. And my husband was over in the other room. And so I walked over to him in the other room and I said, babe, I'm starting to feel like, I don't know what's happening. I said, my chest is hurting. I said, I'm having flashbacks from when I helped Bumper move out and everything or whatever. And I don't know. I'm just having an emotional overload and stuff like that. Right. And so then he said, well, do you need to take a break or something? Maybe go outside and take a break. And so then I said, no, I think I'm going to try to work through it. So I went back and I started again. The stuff started coming to my mind and stuff again, right? So then I did listen to what he said, and I took a break, and I started texting my counselor, and I was telling her, hey, I'm having these emotions. I'm having these feelings. This was coming up in my mind. And so she wrote me back. Shouts out to Kim for being amazing and allowing me to text her. Some counselors don't allow that, but mine does, and I'm grateful for that. And so she was just walking me through it and stuff like that. I bring all of that up to say because it's a lot of people that are walking around trying to suppress trauma, trying to suppress different things that have happened in their life, and what we suppress will always resurface. You cannot I think I said it in that keep growing poem, that God can't heal what you won't reveal. So part of the revealing part is just acknowledging that you are experiencing it, acknowledging that it's there. A lot of times we walk around trying to suppress things because this is supposed to project a picture of strength or whatever like that. But in that moment, I had no room to suppress that. I had to acknowledge what I'm feeling, and then get it out, right? So I went and let him know what I was feeling, what I was going through. And part of that again is self-awareness, being aware, okay, what's going on? I've done self-work. I go to counseling, I do training. I just recently did a trauma training, things like that. And then I'm emotional intelligent to say, okay, this is what I'm feeling, and I'm responding to right now from then, not now, right? And so because I was able to do that, because I've done work on myself and I'm aware of what's going on, I'm able to handle it better, right? And so I didn't stay in that for a very long time. My counselor said, well, do you need to come in and, whatever in between sessions? I was like, no, I think it's just helpful me being able to get it out. And the reason I say that is because so many people aren't getting help. And that's why we have so many people that have these panic attacks and anxiety and stuff like that, because they're so busy trying to suppress it or trying to project strength or whatever like that. And sometimes they're just not even aware of what's going on the inside of them or where they're responding from. Sometimes they think they're responding from present time, but they're actually responding from past times and past traumas and past things that they never really fully healed from. And so I just wanted to encourage you guys. Like I said, I'm going to do this in a smaller series. Self-awareness is so huge. Be aware of what you're feeling, where it's coming from, right? And then you have to do the self-work. The self-work is so big, right? And then also to become emotional intelligent, understanding what you're feeling, being able to identify that so that way you can match your reaction to what you're feeling. And then that can help us. So anyways, I just wanted to say this. Hopefully it'll help somebody else. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share because it may be a blessing to somebody else. Peace.